our views for real.
Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Miami Marlins.
Series Game 7, whole lot of cap for real. We better be gone. I used to just do it for fun. For real, now we gotta get to it and hustle, man. We gotta get to the funds. The pressure been stacking up tons. We on our way up, just trust. Baby, we winning, they throwing no ones. Baby, I'm saying it ain't
With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shammy. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah.
First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Miami, Braxton Garrett. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy. Okay, all set to go. Gunnar Henderson digs in now. And we're off and rolling in Miami. This one in the air, center field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Pete Alonso.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting the game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
So man aboard, Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. Alonso wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Check swing, but he went too far. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And the polar bear strikes out.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Now this one gets away from the catcher. No advance, though. No action in the bullpen, though. Looks like they're going to let him stay out there. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting to start for Baltimore, Dean Kramer. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris. Stepping in, Heriberto Hernandez.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That misses the zone. Okay. 2 balls, no strikes. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
That's in there, and that's strike one.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. Man at second. And a foul ball. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. His 11th of the year. The Marlins on the board first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
And now for the Marlins, Connor Norton. Foul ball there. On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 5, Christopher Morel.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Going 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And the 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2 runs across in the inning here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
The third baseman, number 8, Javier.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Javier Sanoja. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Sanoja launched a homer in his most recent game. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Caught him looking for the K. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. We go on to inning number 2. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. Back here in Miami, top of the 2nd. Taylor Ward getting ready to hit. Chase a swing. Now it appeal to first. No swing. Garrett in his 5th season, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Garrett, a guy with a reputation for being a strike thrower. Most of his outings, the walk totals will be low and the balls will be in play, Chris.
Well, what I really like about him, he just goes out there and he wants to compete. I mean, he goes after the hitters and he trusts his stuff. So when he's got it working, this guy's going to induce a lot of soft contact.
The 1-2. But the data certainly tells us that this method is less effective in today's game than in previous eras. Fights it off, he'll see another. One of the things as well that we've seen is that with launch angle type swings, that slight uppercut, the pitch that's really dying out is the sinker. That 2-seam fastball really moves right into the same path as that uppercut type swing. It is not a good match for the launch angle swing. And now Jordan Westburg.
Yeah, and if you're going to have an effective sinker, you've got to be able to throw a good four-seam fastball at the bottom of the zone. And to your point, because of the launch angle, at some point or another, that ball's going to...
Fires over to first. Inning over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. And they're down 2-0. Bottom of the second. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine.
Hey.
On the inside corner for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Quips it to Mountcastle. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And a big swing and a miss.
Ball 1.
Foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. The 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. Out of here. He'll touch them all. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
1 down. Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And first offering is fouled off.
That's a ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. He goes down looking.
Ball. That's inside.
Two down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Got him swinging. Marlins add another with the solo shot. It's now. And we're back with all eyes on a potential sweep. Keep the brooms in the closet for now, though, Singy.
Well, they say the hardest game to win is the final one, and we can see why, Boog. The desperate team tends to come out swinging, and that's what we've seen today.
That one fouled off. Started after it, appeal to first. Didn't go.
That's ball 2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's inside.
That's inside.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
That's out.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Tap foul at the plate. And that is cut on and missed. Now 1-2.
Ball 2.
Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Henderson.
There's a strike.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
That one to first. Paulie to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Hernandez leading things off and takes a strike.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Jones takes it in for the out. 1 away.
And you know, bloops and lasers, they both count the same, so we know there's 0 complaints about double digits in the hit column, no matter how it happens.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That one lifted to left. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 1.
Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. Grounded out his first time up.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. But they lead at 3-0. On to extra innings. Donald Jones stepping in. You look at where his OPS ranks in the league and think this man's just out here breaking calculators, Singy.
Yeah, it's like he's got cheat codes. Walks, bombs, doubles. He's doing it all. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Fouled off. He was late. The 0-1. Yeah, doesn't chase, doesn't cheat, just waits for something he can drive.
Yeah, I'd say he's the definition of a professional hitter. You miss your spot, you're paying for it.
There goes the runner. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder.
So now with one away and a man at second. So next to hit for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. In there at the knees. Inside, almost got him.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
The 1-0. That one ripped left field. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. He sends a rocket to left. His 12th of the season, and we have a tie ball game. It's 3-3.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Westberg in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
That's outside.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
He was all over that one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Man on second, 2 down. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Ball.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Carrying well. Out of here. A 2-run blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Braxton Garrett gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Cade Gibson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's going to be Ryan Mountcastle. That's a strike. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Brings it in for the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Yeah, that's fouled off.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Next pitch misses. Ball 1. Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Well, you could hear that ring off the mask from up here. Definitely took a shot that time, but I think he's hanging in there.
Yeah, great to see him moving around okay. It's amazing how far the equipment has come in terms of protecting the umpires back there, and that's a good thing.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Swings through it for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. The Marlins trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out towards right center field. Jones on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next,
and here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. Hard hit to third. Quips it to Mountcastle, and that is that. Miami down in order. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Henderson with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Ground ball right side and foul ball.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
One down.
Up next for the Orioles, the center fielder, number 44, John Jones.
Check swing went around. That's strike one. Jones turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. And it skips in the dirt.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Here's a 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Alonso at the plate now. That's ball one. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. Alonso with another scorching run of play lately. 2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. And that one hammered way back there. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
Ball two.
Next one off the plate inside. Full count now. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and it remains 5-3. Back here at Lone Depot Park, and now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. There's a line drive to left field. Ward sizing it up, and there's one down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
This one in the air.